one of the best ways to age well is to reduce stress. Now here's a great little practice. We'll probably take about 15 minutes here to help reduce stress, but also stretch your body and a little bit of strengthening at the same time. I'm going to invite you to find a comfortable seat like this. I use a bolster, helps me set up right. You may want something under your bottom also. That's up to you. If it is, put the video on hold, go grab something, and then come back and turn it on. I'll still be here. So now that we're all settled in, let's take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And then release through your nose. Let's keep that breath moving through our nose. Let's settle in, relax a little bit. One of the things I love to do is give yourself permission to move as you do this. You know, sometimes as you're breathing, it's nice to just breathe. Other times it's nice to just take a little breath and maybe a little twist, a little turn here and there. Something that feels good. If your body tells you to, if it tells you that's what you need. So you're taking that big, beautiful breath, filling up, sitting as tall as you can, but relaxed at the same time. And we're going to go ahead and spin some head circles, loosening up the neck. I always call this the Rice Krispie stretch, snap, crackle, pop. Most of us do. Spinning these easy circles. We take our time. There's no rush. Again, if there's a spot where you want a little extra twist, a little extra turn, oh my God, give yourself permission to do that, please. And then reverse direction. It's not about the pose, it's about you. It's not about the movement, it's about you. It's about moving with ease and just feeling your body. Seriously. I mean, you get all hung up on this has to be perfect, this movement has to be perfect, and I can't move it, I can't twist. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Your body's an intelligent machine. Just listen to it. Now we're going to go to something I call seated cat-cow. So we take a big breath in as your belly comes forward, your shoulders roll back, and then we round down, almost catching yourself. Yeah, good. Let's do a few of these. Take that big breath in, belly forward, shoulders back, exhale down. We're opening the spine, getting those joints spread, making room as we get the spine more mobile and more free, makes room for those discs, for good disc health. Yeah. And even, you know, with the right motion, with the right movement, with the right stretching, you can get discs back in place. Yeah. So we breathe, we move with our breath, just like you would in a Qigong flow. You move with your breath. You let that breath move your body. The inhale forward and exhale back. Good. Now let's take that spine into lateral motion. So we're spinning torso circles. Yes. Whole idea is just to feel yummy, feel good as you move, as you stretch. Nice. Everything's simple today. No props, no tools. Reverse direction. This is just a great little stretch you can drop down on the floor and do anytime. Day, night, great way to start the day, great way to end the day. So we're just going to do this little sequence, and you'll see. Go ahead when you come to the front, bring your hands forward. We're going to reach out. Now let's open up our side bodies a little bit. We're going to walk the hands out to the right. You're going to push your left hand into the mat, and you're going to pull that torso away and back. You're going to feel a nice deep stretch down the side. Sweet. Now ease those hands over to the other side. We're moving over to the left. We're going to push our right hand lightly in. Going to pull the torso back and away. We take some deep breaths. 2 or 3 deep breaths. And then extend those arms forward, reaching long. Letting the body expand, letting the back expand as you reach. Yeah, now roll yourself back up. Lift with your breath, always moving with your breath. Bring your hands just a little bit behind. Roll those shoulders back. Take some nice, deep, beautiful breaths in. Now we're breathing into the chest, but you're also letting the lungs completely fill up as you breathe. Yeah, isn't that nice? That is just so sweet. The breath is such a tasty treat when you really pay attention to it, when you feel it. Notice as you breathe in, notice the cold air coming in through your nostrils and all the way down into your lungs. And we're going to return upright. Yeah. Let's change the cross of our legs. If you're sitting cross-legged, I say a comfortable seat. That can be however you'd like. But if you're sitting cross-legged, change the cross. They can get a little tired and numb even a little bit. So we're just going to change the cross of our legs. We're going to start with some easy shoulder rolls. Bring your shoulders up to your ears, back and down. And roll through some of these. Nice. And next time you come up, bring them forward. Maybe spread the elbows a little bit. Yes, that's a pile of logs behind me. We live in the Pacific Northwest and, excuse me. I didn't cough in your ear. Live in the Pacific Northwest and that pile of logs are being ready to be shipped out. They've been stacking them here for about a month now. And the customs yard next door, they use it. Coming forward. Nice, and release. So let's do a little twist to the side. So you simply take a hand outside the knee, the other hand reaches behind. Got something on my nose. Look over your back shoulder, take a breath or two. Now, here's a little trick for stretching the upper back. As you come to the front, we take the back arm crossing over the front, reach outside of your knees, lean forward just a little bit. Now pull in and even pulse a little bit as you're pulling into your knees. You're going to release any tension between your shoulder blades. You're going to feel that beautiful stretch there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tough area to stretch. It can be really tough to get down in there. Now lift yourself back up. We're going to rotate the other direction. Coming around. Again, use the hand on the outside of the knee, the other arm reaching behind. Look over your back shoulder. You want to, when you're doing this as much as possible, try to keep the shoulders level and sitting up straight. We're listening to our body, only going as deep into a twist. Twists are something you always want to watch. If you have any back issues at all, never over twist. Always pay attention. Notice your body. It will tell you when you've gone far enough. But if you've got more room, you take that nice deep breath in and every exhale, maybe a little bit deeper. When we come back to the front, you're going to take that back arm. It's a little bit different than last time. It'll be different cross of the arms. We're still going to pull in. We're going to lean forward a little bit. You're going to feel this between your shoulder blades. Now, sometimes on your back, you'd like to stretch a little lower. If you do, you lean forward, coming down, getting that nice stretch even further down your back. You take some deep breaths in, and then gently release the arms long. Yes, we're back into that forward fold. Now, let's roll ourselves up. We're going to do some shoulder stretches. But first, we're going to work on the wrists and forearms. So you're going to take your hands, you're going to push straight out. Spread your fingers, extend those palms away, and you're bringing the fingers back towards your head. Stretching, stretch those wrists, especially if you do a lot of typing. You want to do a lot of wrist stretching during the day. Good. Now we're going to make fists. We're going to drop those down. We're going to stretch the forearms. A really nasty place for those of us that type a lot. I love writing, so I'm always on the typewriter. The keyboard. They don't make those anymore, do they? My first typewriter was in junior high school. It was I think it was called an Olivet or something like that. Made a lot of noise. And we make circles. And then I upgraded to an IBM Selectric. If you're my age, you'll remember those. They had correcting ribbon in them. Man, it was like a miracle. You could edit your typing, sort of, kind of. Left indentations in the paper, but go ahead and reverse that direction. But it was all good. So we roll out the wrists. Now, spiraling the hands, one of my favorite things to do. Really gets the forearms, the wrists, everything moving. Helps open them up, helps relax them, helps stretch the muscles. Reverse the direction. Sweet. And one of my favorites, we take one hand over the other. You're getting the shoulders involved, the forearms, the wrists, the arms, the elbows. Everything's moving. Kind of slow and sexy. Okay, good. And reverse. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Shake that all out. Shake those wrists out. Good. Now, Take a nice deep breath in again. In through your nose, out through your nose. We're going to take our right arm. We're going to reach out in front. I guess if you need to scratch your nose, you can first. You reach out in front. You bend your elbow. Other arm reaches around. We're going to pull across. This is a resistance stretch. Very special type of stretch. Now push back out. We're making the arm work on the way out. We want to keep that muscle under contraction, the deltoids, the outside of the arm. Keep those under contraction as we stretch. And man, it gives you better results. You get a deeper stretch, a safer stretch, especially those of us getting a little older than 27. So we'll give a couple more stretches. If you've got strength for your full range of motion, you're going to prevent injuries. And my God, isn't that what we want to do? We give that a nice stretch because this is fun. That's not the only reason, but we do. Let's take the left arm out. We'll bend the elbow. We'll pull across. And we'll push back out. Let's do 5 or 6 of these. Get that nice deep stretch going on the shoulder. You're going to feel that stretch, and then make the arm work on the way out. Your body's like an intelligent piece of gym equipment. It knows exactly the pressure to put on. It knows exactly how much work you need. Oh, man, the body is so smart, and we don't listen to it enough. We listen to outside forces as opposed to listening to our own bodies. Go ahead and give that arm a nice stretch. Pull that shoulder back. Yeah, sweet. Oh, man, isn't that nice? Good. Now, right arm up in the air. Remember Mr. Kata? Mr. Kata, Mr. Kata. Okay, enough with that one. Bend the elbow. We're going to get that elbow, push it center and back. We're going to lean over, and we're going to pull right down the back of the arm from the elbow all the way down the arm, through the armpit, down your sides, all the way to your obliques. So we're going to get a nice big stretch here, a full side body stretch. And one of the best ways to enhance that is to breathe into the side. Have the side expand on the inhale. And feel a little release. Feel those intercostals pulling apart. The muscles in between. Yes. Now, I think this is kind of fun. We're going to go ahead and release that left arm down. The right arm comes up and over. We're a big side stretch, breathing right into our side. 2 or 3 deep breaths. Continue reaching long. And on the next big breath in, we're going to blow that all out. Rotate your torso down toward the mat. Oh, yeah, I call this my dish rag stretch. We're wringing out the torso just like you're wringing water out of a dish rag. Nice. And make your way gently back up. Wasn't it nice? Take your left arm up in the air. We give ourselves the pat on the back, the elbow center and back. You want to get that stretch on your arm first. This is a resistance stretch. You're resisting with the elbow as you pull. Now we pull that stretch right on down the side into our lats by leaning over. We're going to take a couple breaths here, letting the resistance stretch do its thing. It's going to help open up first. And then when you drop that right arm, the left arm extends up and over, you can feel a lot of length in your body, and now you're using your breath. Inhaling to the side, exhale, expanding the body. Reaching long. Now another deep breath in, and let's wring it all out. Coming down. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Nice, nice, nice. And we're gently coming back up. Let's do another round of those seated cat-cows. Take that big breath in, belly forward, shoulders back, rounding down. We're taking that extra pause to the front, that extra pause to the back. Oh, yeah. Oof. That's sweet. Just love this whole series. It's a seated series, 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how long you take it. You know, you can drop down and do this self anytime, or you've got this on-demand video. You can bring it up on your phone. If you haven't used the Moments app, it's amazing. I mean, you can just sit that phone down, fire this up, and do the practice with me. And we can visit. We can visit about Mr. Kata and whatever else pops into my silly head. Nice. Now we're going to throw torso. We're going to roll torso circles once again. Ah, yeah. That feel good after all that stretching. Reverse the direction. Yeah. Play airplane if you want. I know. Turn the music up, then you don't have to listen to me. Come forward. We'll come all the way down into easy forward fold. These on-demand classes I record for on-demand. I don't use music. I like to teach a lot more. So if you love music, just put on some beautiful background music before you begin every one of these practices. They're all labeled on-demand, so recorded for on-demand. So basically, let's roll ourselves back up. Now, as you do, take those arms out and wide. We're going to sweep them up overhead. As always, I love to gather the heavens, plug them into your heartbeat. Find that heartbeat. Now, take a moment or two. Some very deep gratitude for your heartbeat, for your breath, for getting down on the floor for 10 minutes and doing something that is absolutely wonderful for you, for your life, for your movement. And with that, go out and have an amazing day. Talk to you next time. How many minutes does that say in the upper right hand?